Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back here to today's edition of The Fishing Teacher, and really appreciate you guys coming by the channel to spend some time with me on the video today. We are going to be talking about probably one of the most underrated, off the radar jerkbaits that are just even available anywhere in fishing today, and that's this Megabass Edo Shiner jerkbait. Guys, this is a fish catching jerkbait, and nobody hardly throws it. It's like you don't hear anyone hardly ever talking about an Edo Shiner jerkbait. So I'm going to go over today in the video about some situations that it works in, and actually when it works better than any other type of jerkbait. So we're going to get into that here in today's episode. Also, guys, quick invitation. I'd just like to invite everybody out there to please consider hitting that subscribe button here to The Fishing Teacher. Free and easy to do so. And also, anyone out there interested in booking an on-the-water lesson with me, just go to my Facebook page, Randy Blockett Professional Angler, and shoot me a private message, and I'll get you some info on that. Really appreciate it. Okay, guys, this has been one of my favorite Megabass jerkbaits forever. It's the Edo Shiner, and also, guys, I'll link this in my Tackle Warehouse link in the description if you guys would like to pick one up. But if you guys are familiar with the trick darter, the X80 trick darter, it's basically a larger version of that, and it's different from like the famous Vision 110 in the fact that it's longer. It's about a half of an inch longer, and it's got a lot more wider profile across the back and on the sides here. The side height is considerably larger. So in essence, this is a larger profile jerkbait. So that's one thing, but probably the most important thing about this jerkbait that sets it aside is the amount of aggressive darting action in this thing. This thing, guys, is all over the place when you jerk it. It's like it probably has 25% more side-to-side action and darting action than any jerkbait Megabass makes. It's just the construction of the lip and everything. So it is designed, and it is an aggressive fish bait. That's where it shines at. It shines when the fish are aggressive, when the fish are bigger, when the fish are actively feeding. This is when this bait really catches them. It'll run probably, if you put it on an 8-pound test line, it's going to run down probably 8 or 9 feet, so it gets down a really good depth range. So, okay, let's talk a little bit about the situation specifically where this works good. Like I said, the Edo Shiner is an aggressive jerkbait, so it's not necessarily the best wintertime jerkbait. You're not looking for an aggressive jerkbait in the wintertime, with the exception if you fish this over grass. This is a really good bait to fish over submerged grass in the wintertime. So all you guys that fish like, Texas lakes, Florida lakes, Lake Seminole in Georgia, any lake that has grass in it, this can be a really good bait to fish over the grass. But for normal impoundments, this is a bait that is the best during the pre-spawn and the fall time of the year when the water temperature is in the 50s. That is the key element right there. Water temperature between 50 to 60 degrees. Pre-spawn period, usually February, March, maybe into early April. And then again, late October, November, and sometimes into December. That's when this bait shines. It also shines when you have the right conditions. Now, the conditions need to be where the fish are aggressive and actively feeding. So that is usually some type of a prefrontal situation, or a situation where you have air temperatures normal or above normal with a southerly or a southwest airflow and some cloud cover. So let's say, for example, we're out there in March. It's air temperature is 65 degrees. It's a little bit warmer than normal. We got a front coming in. The wind's blowing out of the south at 15 miles an hour. We got clouds building. You can tell a front's on the way. Guys, that is when the Edo Shiner will catch the biggest fish in the lake because of the aggressive nature of this bait, the larger size. Those conditions, when they come about, it's going to be real conducive to getting fish on this. Now, water visibilities, it's pretty diverse on it. I've done well on this bait in any water visibility from 3 feet or greater. But ideally, I like, probably a 3 to 5 foot visibility is really perfect for it. And I still do fish this bait on the Megabass Whip Snake spinning rod. I use it with 8 to 10 pound test Seaguar and VizX most of the time. And just fishing it around more type of shallow target fishing and bank fishing than I do the deeper traditional jerkbait fishing, because my deeper traditional jerkbait fishing is more like on points and guts and stuff like that. But with the Edo Shiner, guys, I'll throw it just down rocky banks, just cover a rocky bank like you would with a crankbait or something. It's really good around any type of hard objects like a dock or next to a stump or something like that. Really good on riprap banks. But anyway, it's just a bait that doesn't get fished much. It's really good for bigger aggressive fish, so it's worth it to have a couple in your box. Anyway, I just wanted to clue you guys in on that, so hope it helps you catch a few, and we'll talk later.